two hillbillies out here staring at him. He's dripping sweat, just freaking out. And we had 16 yards poured on each side.
Yeah.
I was not happy.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. All right, we're gonna jump right into another shop tour. It's Monday. We've got 8 shop tours that we're doing, one a week, every week on Mondays. And today we have none other than Josh Sutton with Sutton Outdoor Living. So really quickly, we wanna say a big thank you to Steel, Cujo Yardware, Equipment Defender, and Yardbook for sponsoring this tour. A little bit more on Steel later in this video. Without further ado, let's jump into the shop tour here and see what Josh Sutton's got going on over there in Kansas City, Missouri. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Another shop tour here for you guys. Super excited about this one. We're over here in Kansas City, Missouri, and look who the cat dragged in. What's up, brother?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing great, man. We got Josh Sutton over here with Sutton Outdoor. Your brother Jeremy's actually behind the camera. Thanks for taking some time to open up your shop and show us what you got going on.
It's awesome to have you here. I'm proud to have you here, actually.
In person, finally, you know?
Heck yeah, man.
So we're doing shop tours, and build the dream for us, man, because a lot of guys, they're growing their companies, they want to build a shop one day. So I'm just gonna give it away to you and take it through this whole tour and let us know what we got going on. So maybe what's the dimensions? We'll start with the outside.
Yeah, so we bought this 10-acre property mainly for this barn because I was renting at Site 1 and I was paying a couple $100 a month, and now we have this. It's the main building's 30 by 50, and then we just finished this 14 by 50 foot lean-to. This was a horse stall area, and we just built a nice office. We're still working on it, getting it drywalled. It's got a 14 by 32 foot. It's going to be a heated shop space in the back. We put a nice garage door on there, and that'll mostly be for our toys at the house here, my mower. Yeah. And then we'll dedicate this building to our business and keep all of our equipment and all of our, we do a lot of bulk material. We consign with Site 1, so they'll set us up with all of the supplies we need for the year, and they'll just come out and count it monthly and keep us stocked. So it's been really nice to have all that in the shop and out of the weather, and this is kind of what we call home for our business.
I like it, man. So where do you want to go first on this?
Let's go through the...
I'm following you, brother.
Let's go through the big door number 1.
What is that, remote controlled or something?
It just senses, it's biometric, so...
Shut up,
no. Could be the clicker in Jeremy's hand, but...
There we go. I was like, dude, for real, like...
Yeah, this is the shop here. It's got a 15-foot tall ceiling, and then we did a home show a while back. We did a basketball theme, so we got the Sutton Outdoor basketball hoop set up.
Oh, there you go.
There. And we have all of our sponsors on the wall here, so
there you go. Yeah, right.
we love our poly suite, but it's kind of got our catch-all for all of our fluids, the oil. We've got all of our shelves. We got our lubricants all organized here. We try to keep the oil, the paints, and then all the chemicals up high because I got kids that come out here, so yep, that's kind of my method behind that. Just keep it all clean. It's been a lot of work to try to keep it organized.
Sure.
So, but we're getting better.
Looks good.
Have people come out, and then this is a workbench that catches all of our random stuff. It's usually covered in anything you can think of, from old hooks. We're getting chains set up for our equipment strapped down, and it's a catch-all really, but it's nice to have a bench in here.
Is that a Bose Wave radio?
Yeah, this is a Bose Wave radio from my in-laws.
Yeah.
It actually works great.
It's like 1999.
It is. So we have fun with that. We've got our I guess we've got some aquascape paraphernalia here, so
there you go.
just kind of catch-all. We got my son's BB gun up there.
There you go.
We got our Miller-Matic 211. We do a lot of welding on the trailers, equipment and stuff. It's nice to have around. We're kind of amateur welders, but
it works.
We have fun with it.
Air hose reel?
Yep, the air hose reel. It's nice. It pulls all the way out. It's a 100-footer, so we can get it out to the front of the shop here when we need it. Got the old monster fridge. Jeremy hooked us up with that from his days working at, was it Pepsi? Budweiser. Or Budweiser when you got that one?
There you go.
So we'll fill that with all kinds of drinks here coming up. We're gonna put it over in the office, but got our Craftsman Tool Box full of tools. Just about anything you need in here. It's full. I inherited tools from my dad, my grandpa, my father-in-law, so we have no shortage of hand tools and ratchets, and our random Echo weed eaters and stuff we use mostly around here. We don't do any maintenance, so it's mostly our 10-acre property that I weed eat and trim and
clean up. Yep.
Clean up. So
really quick, what's the dimensions on this side? You might have said it.
This 30 by 50 on the main shop.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's got the tall ceiling, so it feels a little bigger than it is. But
do you know the height of the ceilings?
15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 12-foot bay door there, so it's been nice. I can usually pull my camper in the winter, any trucks and a trailer, so it works pretty slick for what we have. It's not too big, but it's not too small either. So
yeah, no, this is awesome.
A decent size, and the way the steel frame is, it kind of keeps it open. You don't have trusses and rafters cutting off the ceiling height. So
makes sense.
We put all the LED lights in, strung that in, and it's been really nice just to have a place to come work out of the weather.
Sure.
And
is it heated in here or no?
No.
Cool.
That would be. It's got insulated ceiling. We were going to do like a wood burning stove eventually, do kind of old school. We're not fancy here by any means. So we grew up in Iowa in the country, so we feel pretty blessed to have this actually. Like I said, we were renting outdoor space at Site 1, and now we have this place to come in out of the weather and work on stuff, change the oil. And it helps keep the equipment a little better than sitting out in the rain and the snow.
Makes sense.
This is just kind of our main tool area. We've got all of our portable tools, our saws, the chainsaws. We got this from our buddy Blake. He loaned that to us and we ended up keeping it. So we use that on all of our projects. It's a nice 12-inch sliding compound miter saw, so we use to build all of our pergolas, and we do a lot of fencing with it, and I think I even remodeled my basement with it, so it's been handy to have.
There you go.
Lots of hardscapers are buying these up now. It's the little DeWalt 9-inch battery powered concrete saw. It's also got a cutoff wheel, so
there you go.
We use that on nearly every project. It works great for cutting and edging and cutting steel, rebar, all kinds of stuff. So
all right.
I just started buying DeWalt, so I just stuck with it. Not any certain preference, but I just like all my tools to match as much as possible.
Sure.
We've kind of gone that way, and then we've just got a random catch-all of lighting, and we buy these Rubbermaid Commander boxes and stuff to keep lots of material in there. We've got like a paint box and a woodworking box, and I inherited a lot of tools from my father-in-law, like I said, when he passed away, so I kind of kept. This is bulk storage. This we consign with Site 1, so we've got all of our perma-edge buckets here, and as we use them, they'll come out and count and charge us, so we don't have to spend time at Site 1 waiting to get a couple buckets of perma-edge.
That's pretty cool.
All of our poly sands, which we're restocking on for the year. Our old skeg mower, I use a 61-inch Tiger Cat 2 for my mowing here. Does a nice job striping, and it's been pretty reliable. I've had it for 3 years. Haven't had many issues with it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like the basketball hoop, by the way, up there.
Yeah, we put that up there. That was before we had the other hoop poured for the kids. We shoot baskets in here.
Yeah.
We did a big home show, and we had that was our main theme. It was March Madness, so we did a big paper basketball court down at the home show, and we had that featured in there, and so.
I like the marketing and branding.
Turned out neat.
Yeah. Looks good.
And what do we got? This is our Kawasaki Mule. It's a trans 4x4, so it'll convert to 4 seats. We use that around the house a lot, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
Have that, our old 4-wheeler. We beat around in those. We play 4-wheeler tag out in the back, 3 acres behind the pond. The kids and I will.
No paintball guns
run
though,
around.
too?
No, not yet. We do have a couple around here, but
yeah,
it's a lot of fun. This is kind of like our family's playground, basically.
Yeah.
So we bought it so our kids could have fun, and we're very family-centered business. So it's my brother and I. So.
Yep.
And then over here we've got, this is actually pretty good side business for mowing guys. We bought this for $1,800, and we blow out irrigation systems. We charge between $60 and $100 a system to blow it out in the winter, and we'll do 120 of them or so, and it's pretty low cost business to add on to make a little more money on like mowing clients, but we do a lot of irrigation installs, so we blow out all the systems and get that maintenance every year, and we just take it in and out of the truck with our ditch witch here.
Cool. And then you guys are also installing toilets, I guess, too?
Yeah,
or?
that's,
no.
We're actually, I want to build some kind of a bathroom out here so I don't have to waddle into the basement, you know,
oh, yeah.
duty calls, so.
There you go.
We're trying to, we'll probably frame out an area here and get that. We've got our electric mixer, all of our random selection of plate compactors and hardscape equipment, the IQ dustless vac, so we can try to keep the dust down on our job sites, keep our lungs clean as much as possible.
Yep.
The old paver splitter, that got 500,000 views on my reel. That's pretty cool. Just splitting a block. People are really interested in that apparently. So
that's awesome.
Just like some of the old school tools that people don't usually see. I think it was pretty popular.
Yeah.
Just random old tillers, things like that we use occasionally.
So the ditch witch here, this is a 1550?
Yeah, this is the 1550. It's kind of the unicorn of the industry. Nobody can find these right now.
I was going to say, those are like widely popular now.
I snagged this from a friend that was buying a new one. This had 200 hours on it. So I had Toro Dingoes, and they were great, but they were about 5-6 years old. Blake borrowed them quite a bit, and probably upset I sold them.
Yeah.
Talking to him, but I sold it to a local tree guy that was a friend of ours, and this was I bought this from Dynamic Earth down south, and it's been great. It'll lift full pallets, and just got like what's it, a 47 horsepower diesel? I think it's got a Yanmar in it.
Wow.
It's been a sweet machine. I snagged it up when I could. We just went through, sold a bunch of equipment, I was able to buy that with cash, which was pretty cool, and felt really blessed when we got that.
Yeah.
We don't even hardly use our skid steer on the jobs anymore because this one's small enough to get into tight places, backyards, and move full pallets, like I said. So
that's awesome.
It's been awesome to have. What do we got?
I like the banners. The banners are cool.
Perm Edge. We love our Perm Edge. Chris at Perm Edge has just been taking real good care of us. We use that as our concrete edge restraint on all of our patios, and we've got all these kind of like hooks we'll hook to our mini X to lift slabs, and all the new products. And Belgard's come out with some new art form projects. They're pavers that are they're like a wall panel.
Okay.
They're 150 pounds a piece.
Wow.
So you can just grab those, mechanically move them into place, and you're saving your back. So we have a lot of retaining wall clamps and things like that we use.
Really quick for these guys, give me like the 2 minutes of Sutton Outdoor, by the way, for some of the guys that are maybe watching the channel and don't follow you on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, we're just a family-owned landscape, hardscape, and irrigation company in Kearney, Missouri. We're just north of Kansas City. I've been in the industry since I was 16 years old, and I'm 40 now, so 24 years. My brother Jeremy's been working with me since off and on since I was in high school, but full-time with me since 2015. He's been here. So we usually this year we're budgeted to do 750,000 is what I have budgeted, and looks like we're going to hit that. We're swamped right now, so we're always looking for part-time guys to help us through the summer. Usually we'll have like 2 or 3 I guess high school, college kids.
Yeah.
And then they'll move on in the fall, go back to school, and then we'll finish off the year. But
that's awesome.
It's kind of been repeating that over and over. We're trying to rebuild our brand right now. We were doing a lot of new construction, home builder work, and we're trying to get more focused on the high-end hardscape work, rebuild our name, because we were kind of known as the home builder. We did high-end homes, but they were associating us with the home builder and not so much of our own company.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm finishing the office, trying to get a place we can meet and kind of grow our business, do a lot of training, and have a company that we can not have to work in as much. Like I want to work on it. So we're both over 40 now, so we're trying to look at the future and what we're going to do and where it's going to go and all those types of decisions I'm trying to make now. So we sold some equipment, paid off a lot of debt, trying to kind of strengthen our foundation where we're at.
Yeah.
Felt like we were kind of in a straw house basically, and I just want to rebuild it solid so that we can withstand the economy that's coming our way and be prepared for.
Well, I gotta say too, I love watching you guys work on Instagram.
Thank you.
So make sure you guys follow Josh, and we'll plug all that in the description.
Yeah, I'm at Sutton Outdoor LLC on
there you
Instagram.
Go. So. There you go.
All right, guys. Hope you are enjoying the shop tour here with Josh Sutton. Little timeout, little break here. We're going to catch up with Stihl and their brand new line of battery products, specifically the FSA 135. Now, we've got the brand new trimmer and the brand new edger for them. We're going to be putting the battery products through the ringer this year, and I'm really, really excited about that. So shout out to Stihl for sponsoring the shop tour series. By the way, if you guys need a new trimmer, a new blower, maybe a BR800 or an FS94R or a 111R, I think that's one of Rob's go-to trimmers, maybe check out the Stihl product line and everything that they have to offer for your lawn and landscaping business. That being said, guys, we're going to jump right back into it. Josh has actually got a pretty funny second half of this video, so hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. If you guys don't mind, big thumbs up on the video. It really helps the algorithm, really helps us out with this shop tour. And again, thank you to all these sponsors for making this happen. So let's jump back into seeing a little bit more from Josh Sutton and Sutton Outdoor Living.
We keep a lot of drainage things stocked up here. A lot of common parts we use for projects. Right now we're coming off of winter, so we're still getting all that cleaned up and organized, but it's been just, like I said, it's nice just to have all this here. We do a lot of, like I said, irrigation, so this is where all of our irrigation materials come from, so we don't have to go to site one and stand there for 30 minutes waiting to check out every head or part we need. So we'll just load up what we need in the morning, head out, and get right to work. So it saves a lot of time in production and lots of downtime saved. So.
Well, and I love the pallet racking too.
Yeah.
That's a must.
Yeah, well, that was a steal. We picked that up from site one. They were changing out all their racks to new racks, and they were like, if you want it, take it, get it out of here. So
really, we
grabbed as much as we could and put them out here. So
can't beat that.
It just was perfect timing when we got our shop set up. So
there you go.
It's just kind of, well, we keep tweaking it, trying to get it more organized and a little more efficient any way we can. So
you get the shovels, I see.
Yeah, random shovels. This is mostly just. This is the one Jeremy uses mostly, but we keep that there for him. Yeah. He's getting old, so we don't want to strain him too much.
That's the payment collector.
Yeah.
Somebody's a little behind, you know.
Yeah. It's been cool. It's just work in progress here.
Yeah.
We tweak it and have fun with it, but it's just nice to have a hard floor to work on and not gravel. And
I've been asking people, Josh, what's one thing you like in the shop, like that you guys did right, and then what's one thing if you were to rebuild it or do something different? Like what would you add or do different?
I would definitely make it a little bigger. The height has been pretty good. What would you say, Jeremy? If you maybe heated floors, definitely heat it.
Insulate it?
Heat the building, because in the middle of winter out here it's cold.
Okay.
And
concrete was the best thing we did.
Yeah. The concrete didn't turn out. We hired a cheap guy, so you can see. That was something that still makes my skin crawl when we come in. The guy, he was very cheap. His name was Bill's Concrete. I'll blast him. I was so mad when we came back from work one day and he's over here power troweling dry concrete.
Oh no.
And it looked like this. So I'm imagining, like nice smooth shop floor.
Yeah.
I saved up a lot of money for it. And then he came in like half of what I thought it was gonna cost. So, and he's a local guy, so I'm like, I'll help out a local guy. But it was,
shout out Bill.
Yeah, he had two hillbillies out here staring at him. He's dripping sweat, just freaking out. And we had 16 yards poured on each side, a double. And I was not happy.
Yeah.
But it was like either jack it out and redo it and I have to eat the concrete cost or just live with it. So for 2.5 years, I had this all covered with like those diamond tread rubber masks because I was embarrassed of it, honestly. And I was just like, I got to cover this up. I don't want people to see this. And then just this year,
got over it.
I'm like, it's time to come out. I'm just gonna let the floor be the floor, and I have to get over it. I'm kind of a perfectionist.
Sure.
It just really bugged me because like for years I was like,
it was your dream.
We bought this and it had gravel floor, and I was saving to do the concrete, and we finally did it, and then it ended up like this, and I was just like,
that's tough.
Oh my God.
Well, there's a lesson there, right? Don't go with the cheap guy.
Yeah, exactly. I preach that all the time, and I use the cheap guy, so
all good.
I learned the lesson, but that's probably the biggest. Maybe like even heat the floor would be amazing. I've seen a lot of shops that have that.
Yeah.
So I would say mostly the heat, and I mean we're people on Instagram are always like, man, you're super blessed to have that. And I'm like, you lose that after you have a space. You want, like, I wish I could have the almond shop. That's 120 by 70. Mine's only 30 by 50, but I'm lucky to have this. Like, every day I come out here and it's just
this is a great,
dry and warm. And
this is a great size.
this was included with the property we bought, so I didn't have to go through the building and permitting and all that.
Right.
But we are technically zoned residential, so I try to keep the neighbors happy on both sides.
Yep.
We called the county before we bought it. They said as long as we don't have a lot of traffic and employee parking lot, all the noise and stuff, that they would be fine with it. But as soon as somebody complains, we could be shut down and out of here. So
that's right.
I'm always over there grading or excavating for the neighbors, trying to keep them happy and
mowing the lawn.
Yeah, the guy next door owns the 200 acres across the street, so we're always helping him out as we can. But
I love it. Do you want to show the lean-to part, this whole new section?
Sure.
This is actually kind of cool because it's real time.
Yeah, we are currently in the phase of finishing the office, so we've got a right here we've got a 14 by 18 foot office. It's all insulated, heated. We'll have a mini split up on the wall. We've got some cool things planned to kind of finish it out. Love to do some more podcasting and just run our business out of here. It'll also be a little bit of a man cave for me. So
yeah.
But this was just a horse stall. Had gravel floors and just a metal roof. So now we're in the mud and tape stage. We're doing most of this ourselves, really all of it now, and just to keep the cost down, and it gives us something to do when it's rainy and cold.
Yep.
We've been in here working, so we're still kind of progressing on the business, and it's been nice. But we also have a lease agreement, so like I lease the barn back to myself. So we created that through the business, and so I'm kind of keeping that money in the family basically instead of giving it to somebody else, and it helps offset the mortgage cost and all that. So what's the
dimensions on this part? Because you said it added like 15 by 45 or something.
Yeah, this is 14 by 50.
14 by 50. Okay.
Yeah, the office is 14 by 18, and then the back shop area is 14 by 32. So
that's awesome.
We added a nice 9 foot by 8 foot garage door so we can get some of our equipment in if we need to. We could pull the skid steer in here.
Oh wow.
This will be all insulated and heated and set up with a nice shop. We're going to do some workbench and some of the nice cabinets that are built in to give us a cool warm place to work in the winter.
Amen to that.
And then we're going to do like a big monitor up here, so we can we'll have a big table. I kind of want to do like a live edge table and then have like an LED screen up here so I can project my computer screen up to there. We can have meetings. We synced up now, so like we can do like a Friday evening meeting after we're done, kind of like go over our job costing, see where we ended up, go through the plans. We can watch training videos, all kinds of stuff. So I just kind of want it to be like kind of a multi-purpose area.
Yeah.
Instead of just having desks around, I kind of want to have like a central hub that we can work out of. And,
place for youth and guests.
Yeah, where if podcasters come in, we can shoot a podcast in here. Just a nice place to meet. So
there you go.
And then we're talking about doing some kind of cool like cedar structure with kind of a loft area for the kids with some turf up here, and then do like an outdoor kitchen area feel with our microwave and everything. So we're still playing with ideas on how to make it cool, but we'll do something.
Well, leave us some comments down below, guys. What do you guys think?
Let us know what we should do.
There you go.
Even the flooring, we've talked about turfing the floor, doing like a little putting green area. There's a lot of different things we've talked about to make it exciting and kind of tie in with the theme of our business. So.
Did you use Bill's Concrete for this?
No, we did not. We used another horrible concrete company. That was he was a young kid starting off in the business, and I kind of like related with him when I was getting going, so.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, we referred him to Blake and a few other people, and he did a horrible job for all of them, so that was cool.
You're 0-2 on concrete.
Yeah, his dad helped with this, so it turned out decent, but him and his dad had a falling out, and
oh, there you go.
The guy went out of business basically, and nobody can find him now, but I haven't been able to catch up to him.
There you go. All right.
We're lucky to have this space anyways, and he was really cheap, so I can't be upset either.
There you go.
But you do get what you pay for, so.
That's awesome.
So that's this space.
Cool.
And, then we just have parking outside. That was all a grass hill, so we built a retaining wall and added some level parking for our trailers and trucks, and
cool.
Keep adding to the fleet little by little as we can afford to pay cash for stuff. So I'm done doing debt, so
there you go.
We're gonna go the Andy Mulder route and just grow at the speed of cash. I feel like it's a little better for us right now, and I sleep better at night. My wife's happier, so
that works.
We're just gonna do what we can with what we have. So
I love it.
That's where we're at.
All right, guys, we're gonna button up right here. Josh, for real, thank you for giving us the tour.
Appreciate it.
This is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for opening up the whole place, like I said, and inviting us down over here in KC. If you guys aren't following Josh, totally encourage you to do that. We'll leave links in the description, and give him a follow on Instagram and whatnot, and then maybe one day a podcast. You keep dropping that.
Yeah, we might come out with something here. I think we're leaning towards it. We're talking to Paul.
Yeah.
Got to get the best equipment.
Yeah.
The highest quality. Maybe the best producer in the biz. We'll see.
Well,
get some sponsors.
I'm looking forward to it. I love hardscaping. I live vicariously through you guys. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And I'm always checking out your stories. But we'll button it up right here, guys. Here's the last thing I'll say is we're doing a shop tour. I don't have a fancier name than that, but we have a whole playlist here, so I'll leave a little card or end screen or whatever it is, and check out the other ones. We're doing 8 shop tours while we're doing this whole visit to everybody. So if you guys want to check out the rest of them, we got Andy Mulder, Jeremy Connect, Alex Nickens, a bunch of other great guys. So check that out, and that's what we got. All right, over now, and we'll look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one. Bye.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this whole video with Josh Sutton with Sutton Outdoor Living. This was a blast and a treat. I got to hang out with Josh and his brother Jeremy, and of course B&B Lawn Care. He was there hanging out as well. Hey, if you guys really liked seeing Josh's setup and you want to hear a little bit more about his business story and how he's got to where he is today, we did a podcast with him as well that was about 45 minutes long. That's on the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast, so we'll make sure to leave a link in the description. So guys, that's what I got for you right now with this shop tour with Josh. It was a really good time getting to hang out with those guys in person, get to see Josh, his wife Julie, just some great people over there in the Midwest and the Plain States. So if you guys are liking the whole video and the whole series, leave me a big thumbs up. What do you guys like most about Josh's shop and the whole tour? Leave me a comment down below. It really helps the algorithm, and I'd love to see what you guys think about his shop and the tour. All right, that being said, guys, we have the playlist here and a card so you guys can see the rest of the shops that we got going on in this whole series. Hang tight, because next week we've got none other than the man Mitchell Gordy of Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC, all the way from Colfax, North Carolina. All right, guys, over and out from this video, and Brian's on Maintenance. We'll catch up with you guys here on the next one.